This is a video, open video, to the boys whose fight I broke up the other night. And to any boys or any wounded masculine who are little boys at heart. This goes out to you. I'm old enough to be a grandma. I'm old enough to be a mother of these young bucks who go out and pick fights with people. The other night, a fist fight broke out outside a fast food restaurant. It was post booty call time, so it was after 10 p.m. Energies were roused. I was in a drive-through. I had not pulled forward enough. Granted, there was like I don't remember. I don't fully remember exactly how much space there was between me and the car in front of me. Maybe I could have pulled up another 3 inches, another half a foot, whatever. But I heard someone yelling and screaming behind me saying, "If this lady would just pull up." And I looked over to the other line, and there was another lady, old lady, in the other line, and there was like almost a whole car length between her and the car in front of her. So I looked over and I thought, oh, that's funny. You know, there she is. She's totally oblivious to what's going on around her, and she could just pull up and make it easier on other people. Apparently the kid was yelling at me. I was the oblivious one, which is what is actually really funny. And honestly, I could defend myself and say, oh, hello, darling. Vanessa has to have her say. I could defend myself and say, you know, whatever. I honestly don't remember. It wasn't that important. The kid had to wait another 60, maybe 70 seconds. Again, details. He just had to wait a little bit until the car ahead of me pulled forward and I could pull forward, and so he could order his food. But he got all yelly, cranky, and in being yelly and cranky, another car full of other young bucks got all riled up, one of which got out and went to the window. And so the kid behind me was yelling, screaming, "I wasn't even talking to you, I was talking to the woman in front of me." And that's when I realized, oh, he was talking to me. What a silly little child. So I pulled up because, you know, the car ahead had moved forward in line. And they're just yelling and screaming, and I'm sitting there reading my book, which is what I do when I'm in line. I'm reading because I deliver food, so I'm in line a lot. So I read. Anyway, then I start to hear the kerfuffle, and I turn around behind me, and these boys are out of their car, and they're just going at it. And I'm like, no. This fat old white lady, she ain't having that shit. So I got out of the car. Actually, first of all, I started honking the horn. So everybody was like honking their horn, letting the management know. Manager comes out. It's a big old kerfuffle. It's like 10. I don't know details, but it seemed like 10-ish minutes or something. When it just got worse. And I just these kids were just going out and they were not letting it go. So I did what I've done in the past. And honestly, this is not really a brave thing to do, okay? It really isn't. Don't misjudge me. I'm not saying I was this brave person. I'm not, okay? I have worked with horses for almost a decade. I have stared down 1,300-pound horses who rear and buck and bite me on the cheek and are such dumb fucks. And I'm just going to swear because it really was stupid. And I have then, after being bitten in the face by one of these massive horses who's being a dumb idiot, I've chased that idiot around the corral with a stick, and when I finally got him, I punched him in the fucking face. Because it's herd mentality. Now, the difference between young boys and horses is horses have common sense. So when herd mentality kicks in, and someone, no matter what size they are, punches you in the face and you're a horse, you're like, oh, oops, my bad. So in that situation, that doesn't always happen, okay? But in that situation, that horse calmed the fuck down and became my best buddy, okay? Horses are wonderful. You can work with them. Teenage boys, Not so much. Not so much. And I'm not downing on teenage boys. The whole point of this video is to tell you, if you're which I doubt it, but anyway, this is my open letter to spread the magic of my message and share this idea. In these kids who were fighting, I saw that they had great power. Truly. Especially the one kid the tallest one that I had to get really in his face, and he was on top of the other kid and they were fighting, and he was like, had him pinned, and it was getting dangerous. And so after being in the middle of them yelling and screaming, and actually had one swinging hits around me, and they finally got pinned. When they had him pinned, I had to do that stupid mom thing. Went over, pulled his hair, grabbed his ear, and just yanked. And he, of course, the kid was too strong and too big for me to actually have any power over him physically. But pulling his hair was enough of a trigger that he finally, his pinning this other kid on the ground, and he's finally like, all right, I'll let go. Don't mess with fucking mama energies, okay? Don't mess with the fucking mama bear. Pull that kid off, and he's still ignoring me. I had absolute immunity, okay? Fat old white lady. Fortunately, I am blessed enough to live in a place where young kids, even when they're being stupid idiots, they have enough ingrained respect to know you don't hit an old lady. You don't hit a mom. Okay, so I was able to work with that energy. This is all working with the energy that you have, okay? Now, had I been a guy and stepped in, like the manager of that store stepped in, he got smacked. He got smacked in the face, and he had a face-off with the other kid and was all like, no, you go hit me again, go on, I dare you, hit me again. And, it was just escalating beyond fucking belief. And I just stood in front of the other kid and was like, get the fuck back in your car right now. We're all yelling and screaming just to try and get their attention. Anyway, the point is, this kid had great strength. He had immense power. He was a glorious example. And I cry because I'm in awe of, don't twist this. I'm in awe of the masculine, okay? Don't fucking twist this and make it about lust. No. I'm crying because I'm in awe of how amazing the masculine power is. When masculine energies are healed, they're beautiful, they're glorious, they're mighty. Nothing can defeat them. It's a phenomenal, amazing thing to see. But when it's wounded or immature, dumbest fucking idiots on the fucking planet that need a fucking old white lady to come and pull their hair and yell at them and tell them to get back the fuck in their car, because the police showed up not long after that kid left, after I schooled him and told him to get in the car, and he left in a huff, mind you, speeding off. But had he still been there fighting, had I not stepped in and schooled this little child, who, by the way, was probably in his early 20s, and I call him a child because he was behaving like a child. So these were kids who were 17 to 22, that age group, that roaring masculine testosterone age group. Boys, please, please, please. The last thing I said to that kid as I sent him off in his car, because he was all boasting, yeah, I can do, and I said to him, who gives a fuck what you can do? Get the fuck back in your car and go and leave. And he did. And I don't like the fact that those were the last words I said to him. That's why I'm doing this video. Because I do care. These kids were powerful and strong and amazing and gifted fighters. But loves, you waste that energy in a fucking drive-through, you're going to end up in jail. It's going to destroy your life. And I weep as the mother of these boys who loves their children and sees how amazing and how gorgeous they are and just grieves for the stupid fucking choices they make. If you have power, if you have physical prowess and you are gifted with fighting and you are gifted with a spirit that will not back down, for fuck's sake, Find a way to channel that energy. Become a fireman. Become a policeman. Join the fucking Marines. Find an older man who is also gifted in those powers, who can walk you on the path, on the warrior path. Our youth of this day, there are warriors in our young people today, both men and women, boys and girls. They are warriors' heart, and they have no idea that they are sacred, and they have no idea what to do with their power. And it's for moments like these that I do what I do. I can't do a lot in this moment other than step in and stop a fight. But in the future, I have a message I'm sharing to teach you how to use your energy so that you can know yourself better, understand your power, and use that power to benefit yourself and the people around you, and not use that power to fuck your life up. Because honestly, that kid, if he had not gotten in his car and done what I told him, if I'd not stepped in, it's very likely that child would have been in jail. And he was not a child. He was a grown adult. He would have been tried for assault and sent to jail. And whew, there goes his life. Beloveds, beloveds, beloveds. Young people, you are sacred. You are sacred. You are sacred. You are sacred. Okay? Now, the other thing about this fight, these two kids, they both had different colors of skin. So had the police showed up, quicker than a blink, it would have escalated into a race issue. And that's more terrifying. That's more terrifying because people just see race and they don't see what's going on and they forget. And it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's the death matrix at its finest. Beloveds, 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 find someone to show you how to channel your energy. Young men, if you are powerful, you know you're powerful. You don't have to prove it. Find a man who is older than you, probably a combat veteran who is not too fucked up, or if he is fucked up, all combat veterans are fucked up in one sense because they've been in war and war fucks you up. It's what happens. Find someone to help you hone your power. Don't waste it in a stupid fucking drive-through in a fight that, if you'd waited 2 fucking minutes, would never have been an issue. Oh, beloveds, beloveds, beloveds. I weep for all the mothers of all the sons who make stupid fucking decisions. I weep for all the lovers of boys and men who make stupid fucking decisions. Several weeks ago, Vanessa's coming to weep with me. 3 weeks ago in my job again, I'm out at night and I drive past an area that's, I know it's, I understand, we a lot. 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, drove past a crime area. Again, a young 20-something male, dead by gunfire because our youth have no idea how to channel their energy. And I grieve for our youth and our nation. You are powerful, sovereign, free will individuals. Please, beloved, know how blessed and beautiful, powerful and mighty and sacred you are. Know you are sacred. Know you are sacred. Know you are sacred. You just have a hell of a lot of healing to do. And you're probably healing issues that are not just yours, but are generations and generations and generations of dumb fucking choices being made. And you're landed with being the one who has to heal those. You can do it. I believe in you. You are powerful and you are mighty. Find someone, find help, and learn how to channel your power for creative blessings and abundance in your life, not for destruction. Please don't ruin your life, beloved. Please. Make good choices. I love you.